And we're live again for another bike review. Thanks for joining me on another one. We were just here yesterday. So good morning or good afternoon if you happen to be on the East Coast. Looks like we are all. I'm trying to come on, get on there. There we go. Happy to have you. Don C is back again. He was here yesterday. It is a very nice, warm day already. It's supposed to be about 80 degrees out here, and then it's going to cool off and rain tomorrow. But beautiful day out today. Perfect day for a test ride if you want to come by for test rides. We already had a couple here to test ride bikes. They're picking up a couple of Avengers and Crusaders today because they loved them so much. So if you are somewhere nearby, we'll be here 9 to 5 in Grass Valley, California. Swing by for a test ride. All right, let's see what else we got here. Dawn's talking about temperature. Rich, temperature. Yes, it probably is a little bit chillier in some areas. Now, to be fair, it does get cold at night here already. Had just a little bit of ice yesterday morning. So we're getting there. Oh, Violet, new member. Thank you for joining the channel. Everybody say hi to Violet and use that chat. Ask away if you have any questions. And today we're going to review the Macmission 100. So interestingly enough, this bike is sold often on Amazon. That's one of their big spots, but they have a website, of course, where you can buy direct. And if you use the link I have in the description of this video, then that would be nicer for me because they give me just a little bit of a kickback, which is nice. Thank you for MacWheel for doing that. And I have a discount code, I believe, there as well. So check that out. Make sure to use it if you're interested in one of these. This is another one of the affordable bikes that I have been reviewing. And when I say affordable, I mean under the $1,000 price point. So let's bring up their website and tilt that just a little more. Bring up their website and show you some of the specs. Although it'd probably help if I plugged this in for faster internet. Would probably help a lot. There we go. That should get things moving a little bit quicker and hopefully help our video and audio quality. All right, I'm bringing up their website right now-ish. Perfect. In a little bit bigger than a 26. They are skinny, not like a road tire, but definitely a commuter style tire. The price, they've got it knocked down a little bit here, but like I said, if you use the link in the description and the coupon code there, that's how you get the best deal on one of these. So $726 or less. That's what you can get these guys for. And let's check out some of these specs. So we've got a 350 watt motor. That's what you're going to get when you're paying in this price range, but we'll see how powerful it is. I've done a little bit of riding on it already. I'll show you what it's like in a moment. Interesting thing that they have as a selling point is a 3-hour quick charge. Now there's two ways you can do that. You can either have a tiny little battery or you can have a really fast charger. So what they've done is have a charger that's slightly faster than average and a battery that is, I'm gonna look at it, a 36 volt. Yeah, I just read it too. 36 volt, 13 amp hour battery, which is not on the, let's see, it's not too bad, honestly, for what you're paying. You used to pay this price for a bike several years ago, and you'd get a battery much smaller than that. So I think it's priced right for the battery size. That's just shy of 500 watt hours. So on something with only 350 watts, you should get a decent range with it. And let's see, Don says minimum rider height on website is 5.7. I would say no. I would say this can handle somebody much shorter than 5'7", if that's what that's indicating. So I'm about 5'10", and this bike feels rather small for me. I definitely consider, they say small. They have it. I don't know if they have a size on it, but it could be considered a smaller medium. I'd probably lean towards the small side and say this is a bike for somebody, you know, possibly 5 foot and up, depending on your comfortableness, if that's even a word, on a bike. Let's see. So let's check out some of the other specs here. So again, quick charge. So 3 hours to charge the battery up. So that's kind of cool, just the way they have set it up. You already know about the 350 watt motor. It does have disc brakes. They're mechanical, which is what I'd expect. Now, if you're looking at the frame, you can see that it's kind of a semi step through. That top bar is definitely lower than average and lower than it needs to be. So makes for gives you lots of clearance there, and that's where I think the height really could be much lower than 5'7". That's my opinion anyway. And it comes with the basic stuff you get on most e-bikes these days. There's fenders. They're plastic. The quality is so-so, but hey, it's got some fenders. They come with the bike. They could just leave them out at that price point, but it comes with them. It does have a display. When you start getting under 800 bucks, it depends on the brand. It's kind of hit or miss whether or not they even have a display or not. This one does have a display. It does have pedal assist settings. It also has a half twist throttle on the right. So in my opinion, they did that right. It has, I think, kind of like the bare minimum. When you start getting rid of a display and pedal assist settings, to me, that's annoying. Yeah, and that's basically the bike. I mean, there are some bikes I've reviewed where it looks like they just took an off-the-shelf bicycle and made it an e-bike. It does look like this was designed to be an e-bike because of the internal cable routing. That's a small thing, but just the way it is set up, it does look like they intended this to be an e-bike, and it wasn't just slapped on there. Now, it could have been a bicycle frame of design and they modified it, but they did modify it. Let's see what else we got. 7-speed Shimano shifter, pretty standard on anything from this price range up to $1,500. We see those all the time. Here it actually mentions the amperage of the charger, 4 amps, which is quick. Now you can charge lithium batteries even faster than that, but really interesting that they went with such a fast charger on a small battery. Normally you have like 2 amp chargers on batteries that are twice this size. So that's how they can get away with charging it in 3 hours. And then there's, of course, just the 2 different colors, black or white. And this one is the black. It's kind of a flat black with just a little bit of a red touch and their name on there. It's all painted on. Quality-wise, looks good. It looks decent. Other bikes I've reviewed like this, I've said, hey, these would make good city commuter style bikes. One of the things you can do with these is throw them on buses and bike racks and things like that, because they're reasonably light, because you got a small motor, small wheels, small battery, very easy to pick them up. That is kind of an advantage you get when you go to a lesser cost of bike, sometimes just kind of a byproduct of it. And I'm not seeing we're on here that they actually list the weight, unless somebody sees that somewhere that I'm missing. But it's real easy to pick up, like I said. So it's definitely under 60 pounds, probably closer to 50 pounds or so is my guess. But the thing I think you need to see is the power. because that's always a big question with any e-bike, but especially when you go to 350 watts. Is it enough power? How does it perform? So let's test it out. And I guess I should show you close up the actual bike. Here's the display right here. It's a key display. It's all integrated, buttons and everything in one. Basics, battery level, miles. You have your pedal assist settings right here, 0 through 5. Have a trip meter, odometer, riding time, average speed, max speed, and it's all just by pressing that center button, and that's it. So very basic, but that's what I would expect for the price range. Like I said, I've seen some without a display in this price range, and I don't like that. So this has everything that you actually really need. The battery is a pretty standard case style, somewhat generic, which is totally okay. It means replacements will be easy. It is a quick release on the front. That is something you often don't see when you get into cheaper bikes. And then, of course, there's the hub motor in the back. Nothing too fancy on the disc brakes. This is, like I said, a very lightweight bike. It's not going to go terribly fast. It doesn't need anything super massive for brakes. And I would say, you know, something I don't talk about too much because usually with more powerful bikes, it doesn't matter. But for this specific bike, bikes like this, I would say if you are a lighter rider, and by lighter, I mean lighter than me, this may have plenty of power for doing a nice city commute with some small rolling hills. It's not going to perform well off-road. It's not going to perform well going up really steep hills unless basically you're super light or have a kid on this thing, you know, teenager age. This is, in my mind, a good bike for somebody in that age range because it's less expensive and they have a little more energy to pedal it around. But yeah, let's give it a shot here. So this is on 0, and here, let's shift down. So I can pedal this thing around, and that's one thing that's also very different because there's not much to it. It doesn't feel very different from an ordinary pedal bike. Like, this is super easy to ride around on. Whoa, just don't crash. If you want something you can ride around town with the battery totally off, you could do it on this, and it's really not a big deal. You're basically carrying the extra weight of a battery and a motor, but because they're both relatively small, yeah, you almost don't even notice it on flat ground. I mean, see that, just one-handed, just pick up the bike just like that. It's very light. I wish they said on their website what the weight was. I think that's a selling point. So if somebody spots that, put it in the chat. I don't have a scale out here, otherwise I'd throw it on one and see what it is. I should have done that before because yeah, you can pedal this thing really easily. So this is no power. So I know this is a ways away, but that's where the hill is. So this is me pedaling without the motor on up the hill. That's not bad. On some of our bikes, that would be a pain to do that. So, and then we turn the pedal assist on to 1. Here we go. Up the hill again. Yeah, that's helping. Not doing a whole lot. 2. It's picking up pretty good on the speed. And let's do a throttle only test from a stop. So this is going to be full throttle in 3, 2, 1. Let's see what it does with throttle only up a hill from a stop or close to a stop. Takes off a little slower, but it can do it. And it's picking up speed. It's still only throttle. And now we're picking up pretty good. I was doing 15 miles an hour just coming to the camera in the parking lot, still accelerating. So I don't have any doubt this bike would hit 20 miles an hour. I'd have to go off camera to get a top speed out of it. but I think 20 should be a piece of cake. The tires and everything being nice and thin and low rolling resistance, it rolls along really easily. So no issues on this particular bike. There was an issue when the bike was, oh no, we lost our camera. Hold up. We're gonna try and come back. Let's see. Camera. Oh no. Okay, stay with me, guys. Give me 1 minute. We're gonna go to a backup camera here. Don't mind the noises in the background. Stay with me, everybody. Minor technical issues. We're gonna come back in just a moment. Yep, we're gonna do it right there. Watch this. Start camera. Okay, this camera is a webcam from inside. It does not like the bright lights out here, but at least you can see that I have not left. Okay, we're back on the live. So what I was saying is that the bike, because of these skinny tires, actually rolls really easy and smooth. So if you're looking for something inexpensive that you can pedal, this actually works pretty well for that. That's what I was saying, is that I did have one initial problem. It's funny how I said I had a problem with the bike, and suddenly my camera shut off. Contacted MacWheel. They actually sent out a whole new bike to fix it. So that's the only experience I have as far as customer service with them, is my own experience, which is I reported an issue. They took care of it right away. Hopefully that's how their service is for all the regular customers as well. And so, again, thank you to MacWheel for providing the bike. And, of course, this is a giveaway, too. I wish there was a way to adjust the lighting on this camera, but midstream, that ain't going to happen. So if you want to win one of these, you can. Check out the link in the description. If you want to buy one, there's a link to buy one with a discount code there. But if you just want to win one of these bikes, go to our website, enter the giveaway. MacWheel was kind enough that you're not even going to get this specific bike. They're going to send you a brand new one still in the box. So thanks again to MacWheel for a bike at this price point. I am pleased with it. Can you get something better? Of course. There's batteries that are bigger. There's motors that are more powerful. You can get fat tires for more comfort. You can get better brakes, but you're going to spend more money. So I think the MacWheel is priced right for what it is. For those looking for affordable bikes, well under the $1,000 price point, take a look at Macmission. Hopefully I'll get more of their bikes in the future. This is the first one of theirs that I've seen, and fun little bike. And make sure to enter the giveaway and win one. And I'll remind you again, if you're local here in Grass Valley, Northern California, we'll be here till 5 o'clock today. Come by for a test ride. I've already had people test ride bikes. Right there, they test rode those two bikes, the Avenger and the Crusader. They're coming back shortly to pick up their own, and you could too. We'll see you on the next live stream. Thanks again to MacWheel for the Macmission 100. Apologize for the crazy camera switch up in the middle, but we'll be back again soon. Talk to you guys on the next live.